All right, guys. I'm going to cover a subject. I was explaining this to someone earlier today about the workers' compensation rules and the rating system that we have here in Oklahoma. So you come in, you take out a workers' compensation policy. In Oklahoma, if you are a contractor and you hire any subcontractors, any 1099s, this guy with a construction company, he's got dump trucks that he hires to haul things to his site, to every site. Unless you have a workers' compensation certificate from that subcontractor, or in Oklahoma, you can do an affidavit saying I'm a sole proprietor and I don't have to have workers' compensation, but you have to have that from that sole proprietor filed with the state of Oklahoma. If you don't know how to do that, if you don't know where to find the form, reach out. I'll send it to you. It's not a big deal. Only for that sole proprietor or his direct family members. So, cannot give you an affidavit and then have an employee driving the dump truck to and from your job site. That defeats the purpose and the premise of the affidavit. So, end of the year comes, you can get an audit from CompSource or from your work comp carrier. They're going to ask for your subcontract costs. In this instance, had about $50,000. So excavation and drivers not otherwise classified. How they determine your rate is they take your exposure, your payroll for the year, they divide it by 100, and they multiply it by your risk rating multiplier. It's on every quote, it's on your policy. In this case, it's $7.42. So hypothetically, if he had $50,000 worth of subcontractors and he gets audited and he's not able to provide a certificate of showing they had insurance when they worked for him, or an affidavit saying that they didn't need to, that exposure becomes his exposure. And it's not just their payroll, it's on the total amount of money that you paid that person. So he's going to owe him about $3,700 if he gets audited. The reason this is the way that it is that in Oklahoma, it goes up. So say Manhattan Construction gets a project. They hire XYZ contractor who hires 3 more layers of contractors below them, right? And down here, there's a dump truck driver, falls off the step of his truck, he has a work comp claim. The owner of the company doesn't have coverage. It rolls up to whoever hired him. So maybe say that excavation contractor that hired him to do the haul off didn't have work comp coverage. It's going to roll up until they find coverage somewhere. It can roll all the way up to Manhattan. It can roll all the way up to the building owner. Homeowners, I just went through this. You hire a tree service company. I told the neighbor, find me one that has work comp coverage. I gave him a rating. I'm not going to call out any tree service companies around here. But everyone that showed up wanted to give me an affidavit. And I said, great. So just the owner of the company is going to be the only person trimming my tree, right? And I said, no. I knew the answer was no. They had 5 trucks on their Facebook page. 5 trucks. You're telling me all these guys are owners of the company and you don't need work comp. As the homeowner, that can come up to you. You hired the tree trimmer. He didn't have work comp coverage. That guy got injured. The state of Oklahoma, we're going to try to find relief for the injured party somewhere. So, all the small business owners, anybody hiring anyone else, it's good to get a copy of the certificate for the work comp coverage before you let somebody on your home or on your job site. Guys, take care.